Welcome. This is Paula Chafee-Scardamelli of DiviningTheMuse.com with your Monday Tarot message from the Muse for the week of January 28th. Okay, the theme for the week is the Four of Swords. Now, this is a natural theme for winter if you think about it. So here we have swords is the element of mind, of air, thoughts, attitudes, and beliefs. And you can see the figure here lying on the four swords in what looks like a sacred space. Here's this window with a Cairo sign in it, the crow carrying the two flowers of passion and purity. So the theme for the week is to rest and retreat. How do you rest and retreat? Are you making time for that as part of your creative process, as part of your business, as part of your life? Sometimes we need to come into that space where we still the mind, quiet the mind, in order to really then be fully creative, in order to receive the messages from the Muse and to be ready to move out and forward again. So how are you making and taking a retreat? And that's the Four of Swords, which is a stability number. Interestingly enough, the focus for the week is also a Four of Wands. Wands is the element of fire, of spirit, creativity, career, and work. And you'll often see this in other decks with a couple beneath it and a small child, and it's like a wedding chuppah or a house or something like that. It implies stability. It implies that happily ever after. But the happily ever after comes in the midst of the dark stuff through commitment. So what kind of commitment are you making to your creativity and your creative work that brings you the happily ever after? Your action for this week is the Eight of Wands. Again, Wands has to do with fire, spirit, creativity, career, and work. So Sagittarius here in the background, which is all about shooting out, aiming out into the world, putting things out into the universe, moving out. So these eight, think of it as escape velocity, giving that creative project that you've had going for a little while that final push to get done so that you can get it out into the world. And then finally the gift, another Wands. It's a Wands week. King of Wands. And again, here's the king. We had him last week, I believe. Here he is with the banners of the fire dragon on either side of him, the altar of the creative fire that he's tending. The king is the one with power, with knowledge, experience, and the wherewithal to direct and manage the resources. So look for someone in your environment who is the King of Wands, who's highly creative, has the power and resources to help you, to help tend your creative fires. So as we look at the story for the week, even though we've got all this fire energy going on in the reading, it starts out with the sword energy of getting quiet, removing yourself from the chaos and the noise and the bustle and the activity to quiet down, get yourself centered so that you're ready to receive the ideas and the communications from your muse. Then it's like, what kind of commitment are you making to your creativity? Because out of that commitment, you separate yourself from the chaos and confusion and create that happily ever after for your creative work. Then give yourself that push this week to get that project through its final stages so it can get out into the world. And finally, look for the gift of someone in your environment who wants to help you, who wants to work with you, who wants to help you tend your creative fires. And this is Paula Chafee-Scardamelli of DiviningTheMuse.com, wishing you divine musings.